Welcome to our channel Workshop Live. Today we will discuss how to introduce yourself in an interview. First impressions happen quickly. During the interview process, there may be several times when you will introduce yourself at the front desk or reception area, to a recruiter, to the hiring manager, and potentially additional interviewers. There are few guidelines you can follow on how to introduce yourself in any interview setting. To help you navigate the process, we will start by identifying best practices when introducing yourself, followed by examples from interviewers where you can apply those skills. A quick guide to introduce yourself in an interview. Start by researching the company and your interviewers. This is very important for an interviewee. Dress appropriately for the interview. Avoid distractions and keep eye contact. Be confident and comfortable. Be aware of body language. Prepare what to say. Rehearse your introduction with a friend and family members. Things to consider when introducing yourself in an interview. Dress appropriately. Dress is most important in an interview. Appearance plays an important role when meeting someone new. Choosing what to wear to an interview will present, in part, who you are to those you will be meeting. Different offices have different dress codes, so you will want to do some research on the company culture before you go to your job interview. Be remember that be yourself. What you are is a part of who you are, so use it to communicate your personality when appropriate. Keep the focus on you. Try and avoid distracting visuals like extravagant jewelry or busy prints to ensure your interviewers pay attention to your conversation. Be comfortable. Being professional does not mean you have to be uncomfortable. Make sure you are feeling good in your clothes when you leave the house. Prepare what to say. After you have got the visuals down, plan on the first few speaking moments of your introduction. Confidence is equally important as you begin to verbally introduce yourself. So apply the same principles as you begin talking with the person at hand. Be bold to introduce yourself. To establish a solid foundation, boldly state your name. Be confident. Don't be afraid to speak up. You'll want to avoid making people struggle to hear your name or ask for it again. A solid volume shows you are confident, excited about the opportunity, and want to be respectful of their time. Be aware of body language. Body language is a key part of communication. When you are meeting people during the interview process, keep in mind the attributes you want your body language to display. For example, if you want to communicate confidence, keep your shoulders back, chin raised, and chest high, maintaining eye contact as you introduce yourself. I repeat again, eye contact as you introduce yourself is another good practice, showing interviewers you are engaged in the conversation and capable of communicating well with your potential future colleagues. The best way is to introduce yourself in an interview before the interview. When you first enter the building where your job interview will take place, you may need to check in with reception. Step forward and introduce yourself with your full name, interview time, and job title of the role you are interviewing for. This is we call check-in. Meet with HR representative. Once you have checked in, you may be asked to wait while the recruiter or another HR representative comes to meet you. It's good etiquette to avoid talking out your phone to pass the time while you wait. Start with a greeting. When someone arrives to greet you, stand to meet them. Give them a firm handshake, but don't grip their hand too strongly. Introduce yourself again with your full name. When they introduce themselves, respond with "It's nice to meet you" and say their name out loud. You will be more likely to remember their name if you repeat it back to them when you first hear it. During the interview, typically you will be seated in a room to wait until your interviewer comes to meet you. You may want to use this time to get out your pen and paper for notes, take a drink of water and a couple of deep breaths to relax your body. Relax your body and mind is important. Introduce yourself with confidently. Introduce yourself with boldly your name and be confident. It is very important for an interview. Keep eye contact. Eye contact is more important in an interview. If you keep eye contact with interviewee, they will acknowledge you are engaged with them. To be yourself on interview board. After the interview, say goodbye. No introduction is complete without a goodbye. After your interview has ended, follow the lead of your interviewer. Stand when they stand, shake their hand again, and thank them for their time with a smile. You can prepare to say a few phrases that will end the conversation on a positive note. Like, "It was a pleasure meeting with you. I appreciate your time today. Thanks for a great conversation. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day." Thank you so much.